Hello there, in this tutorial I'm going to talking about the discussion about transfer versus seizure. So before we discuss about transfer versus seizure, I want to discuss how to find out the FSMO rows via command. Via graphically we already learned in the last video, but I missed that CMD part of how to find out the FSMO rows, which domain in the forest actually carries the FSMO rows. So via command we have a two command, which is ntds util, which is basically allow you to transfer row. So it's not a command to find out, but it's a command to transfer a row. ntds util. The thing, the important command to find out what this where which domain carries the FSMO rows, which domain actually having a rights of what FSMO rows. So netdom space query space FSMO allow you to give an info that this particular domain carrying schema, this particular domain carrying naming, this particular domain carrying RID PDC, this particular domain carrying infrastructure. So netdom space query space FSMO provides you a detail via command that which domain carrying what rows of FSMO, and ntds util allowing you to transfer the rows. This is a program. You can even seize programs by going to ntds util. It's a tool, very great tool. Now, transferring FSMO row. Why even required to transfer FSMO rows? This is what the basic question is. So for example, if you want to if for example this PDC, the parent domain controller, for some reason getting down or getting out of order, or you want to remove this PDC, then it's make sure all the time that if for example you are removing PDC for indefinite row, removing permanently, then make sure to give all the rights to transfer all the rights, the four rights, which is schema, naming, and then PDC and RID, 4 all the time, and infrastructure all the time. Make sure the infrastructure move to non-global catalog domain. If the particular if your network is one domain forest, then no problem, that domain will automatically be going to carry the 5 specific FSMO rows. But if your forest of having 2 domain, then make sure one of the domain should have a global catalog and one should have a non-global catalog. So this is what the transferring role is. If we, for example, you just launched a new domain controller, then you can have this transparency. You can transfer, you want to transfer, and then if your network goes down for some reason for a very short time, so transferring roles, schema, naming, and then your RID and infra. If you not transfer these 4 rows in a scenario where your domain going to out of order for a few days or for a few hours, if then don't transfer these 4 rows. If your domain is going to come back very soon, or maybe for some slight hardware reason you're just downing your PDC, then don't transfer. But make sure to transfer PDC emulator, because it's a very important FSMO role, and PDC emulator basically uh, giving you a flexibility in the network. If you just make down PDC, then the domain will slightly giving you a problem. RID, well, basically we don't create user and groups very very quickly. We will eventually create users and groups, and that is also by proper planning, so RID is not required much, and schema and naming is not even required. uh, uh, so it's a one-time registration kind of thing. So only PDs is very important. Now transferring, and the difference between transferring and Caesar is that transferring, for example, this PDC carrying the 5 rows, and you want to transfer rows to additional domain controller, then the permission of PDC all the time requires, and all the time PDC giving you as additional domain controller request PDC, and PDC all the time accept those requests, and then only the rows get transferred, which we already saw in the tutorial. But Caesar is a different thing. Caesar is, for example, this PDC gets shut down and no other thing, and we might saw PDC might not come anytime soon, or may not come in nearby future also. Then you have to forcefully transfer the row, and for whatever reason, so you've just forcefully transferred the row, and because of this Caesar thing, it is quite comfortably be able to do a row transfer. And always prefer to transfer row if you are in Caesar condition. If you are seizing the rows, then make sure that you use a command ntds util rather than going with graphical, because ntds util is an awesome command and giving a flexibility. Graphically, well, it all the time keep on refreshing, asking and keep on contacting the removed PDC. So make sure the PDC will if it goes shut down, if you're using Caesar, then better use a command by ntds util. So this is what the difference between transfer and Caesar. Transfer all the time. PDC, you need you need you need a permission of PDC from additional. You need whosoever FSMO, whatever role, whatever domain have the permission of FSMO role, the following FSMO role, schema, naming, whatever, the PDC, whatever domain having the ownership, transfer rows all the time. Ask the permission, ask the actual owner, to whether to move the that transfer or not, whether to initiate the transfer or not. That additional domain controller or to child domain controller, all the time you have to give a permission that yes, do a transfer. But with Caesar, when the actual owner of the FSMO role gets shut down, or the actual owner get out of order, then we have to do a forceful thing, and that Caesar is all about. To transfer is need of ownership and need the permission of ownership we need the permission from the owner of particular role, and seizure is forceful thing. Any additional domain controller can forcefully transfer the role from PDC. So I hope you learned something about transfer and seizure. Transfer is again the actual owner have to give the permission, and seizure the additional domain can forcefully transfer the role without knowing PDC. So obviously if PDC goes out of order, then how it will going to give a permission. I hope you learned something about this simple concept of transfer and seizure. Hope you get my series of videos of Extramurals. Thanks for watching.